Welcome back. One playoff game in the books. St. Louis and Winnipeg game one. Very, very fun game. And it just reminds you that those games at the end of the regular season are a tough watch, but what's on the other side is simply glorious. So it was Binnington versus Hellebuck, of course. One thing with the playoffs, I usually don't really have to look up who the starting goaltenders are going to be. I have a good idea who they're going to be. And in this series, it has to be Binnington and Hellebuck, right? So early jump for the Blues, good forechecking. Thomas to Neighbors, near miss. 3 minutes in, there were no shots on net. I felt like that kind of favors the Blues because Winnipeg has that pressure as the home team, right? So for the Blues, you keep the chances to a minimum and try to make them beat you. Jets press at 3.5 minutes. The Blues block the path to the net. Then there's a glove save on Sandberg. The Blues clear. Near miss for Brandon Tanev on a rebound. Perfetti has a net drive chance. Near miss there. Lots of energy. Very few shots on net, though. So lots of hits and lots of things going on in this. This game had 86 hits in it. Yeah, it was a pretty entertaining game. Not a lot getting to the net, though, for either team. Appleton to Lowry, near miss there. We get a power play for the Blues. Arneal wasn't happy with it, and it did feel like that set the bar kind of low for what was going to qualify as a penalty in the game. So there's an early clear, and then at 9:31, Thomas roofs one from the left circle. He just had all the time in the world. Poor coverage by the Jets there. Fowler and Buchnevich with the assist, so it's 1-0 for St. Louis, and it quiets down that whiteout. It quiets down the Jets crowd just a little bit, right? Blues look for another. Shots are 4-2 for St. Louis with 9 minutes left. Good forechecking by St. Louis. Really solid road period for them there. That's a different part. So the referee is informed that he sucks because of a call that the fans wanted that they did not get. Neighbors is denied as the Blues press. We then get a power play for the Jets, and they score on it at 13:38. Scheifele roofs one from the side of the net in order to tie the game. Connor and Morrissey with the assists. Then Anderson Dolan is denied on a rush as the Jets are looking for another. And at 15:02, it's Anderson Dolan. It's a screenshot. It's a double deflection as well, so no chance for Binnington there. Barron was the one that deflected it first, and then Anderson Dolan. The other assist to Luke Schenn. So the Schenn brothers against one another. Luke Schenn with a point today. Braden Schenn, by my count, did not get a point. So it's 2-1 in favor of the Winnipeg Jets at that stage. Iafallo fires one wide as the Jets look for another. Bolduc has a slot shot that gets blocked. And then at 18:10, Sundqvist roofs one from the inner slot. So again, in close, ties the game at 2. Bolduc and Falk with the assists. The Jets look to respond. There's a near miss for Perfetti. Things get pushy in the Blues end of the ice as the puck went out of play. Fowler has a shot that's held. There's some pushing in the final minute. The Blues come out of that with a power play with 18 seconds left. The referee is informed at this stage he still sucks. So it is 2-2 after the first period. And the Jets fans, the first one in the 2025 playoffs to get to tell an official that he sucks. These are the first. You got to track people. So we go to the second period. The score tied at 2. The Blues still on the power play. The Blues would set up. They cycle. Good shorthanded forechecking then by Lowry to try to kill some time. But at 1:13, Kyrou wires one top shelf pass to screen to give the Blues the lead. Their second lead of the game, now 3-2. The assist to Falk and Neighbors. Jets then draw a power play. They cycle. Pionk has a shot that's blocked. There's more cycling. Power play's killed off. Sandberg has a chance after that's held. Anderson Dolan then has a net drive that's saved. Jared Anderson Dolan, honestly, I liked his energy today. He's a player that I've liked before. He's gone really quiet, played a lot in the AHL since then, but he can be productive. Shots are 4-1 Winnipeg at 5.5 minutes. Teams trade rushes. Connor has a net feed that's kicked aside. Jets press 8 minutes in. Connor's denied. The Blues clear. Snuggerud has a rush chance that's caught and held. The Blues are collapsing to the net to keep the Jets to the outside. One thing that I noticed too was that any time that the Jets got zone time for the Blues, everybody's back right away. There is nobody who's kind of slowly coming back. Everybody's back right away. The team defense for St. Louis is really important. Now, and that is important in the playoffs in general, right? So, where was I? Just press at 8 minutes. Blues collapse in that. Here we are. Perfetti fires one wide from in close. Shots are 9-4 for the Jets with 7 minutes left. Blues press with 5.5 minutes left in the period. A net feed to Buchnevich, near miss there. Jets press with 4 minutes left. They're kept to the outside, and that was the key thing for the Blues, right? Parayko has the shot that's blocked as the Blues try to make a push to get another goal to go up 4-2. It does not happen. Kyrou then has a fast break chance. That's held. Connor has a net feed that's picked off, and then with 13.8 seconds left, so much like in the first period, there's a power play to round out the second period. This time it's the Jets that draw the power play. It's 3-2 for the Blues after 2. Jets on the power play to start the third. Connor has a one-timer that's held. Things get pushy. The Jets cycle. The Blues do finish the kill, and then Binnington holds onto the puck after. So no harm, no foul there. Appleton then has a shot that deflects out. Kyrou has a rush that draws a Blues power play. And of course, we knew that Blues power play had been very dangerous earlier in the game, already having 2 power play goals. There's a shorthanded rush by Barron. The Blues cycle. Thomas has a net feed that's picked off, and then really silly penalty by Zach Bolduc ends that power play. We get 35 seconds of 4-on-4. No idea why he cross-checks Iafallo there, but just a silly play there by Bolduc. So the Jets, once we get to the power play on the other side of the 4-on-4, the Jets power play has its struggle setting up. They do cycle late, but the Blues are doing their best. They're getting into passing lanes, and they do kill that off. Shots are only 2-1 in favor of Winnipeg at 6.5 minutes. More good forechecking by the Blues, and they're up 1 goal. So all they have to do is just limit Jets' chances. And we'll get into that. Jets press at 8 minutes. They're kept to the outside, and then at 9:18, Iafallo buries one on a pass from behind the net. Scheifele and Connor with the assist. So that's one of the key goals we've been seeing a lot this year in the NHL is on a pass from behind the net. Ties the game at 3. Building's getting loud now. This puts the crowd back into it, which has been the thing, right? They're white out. I've talked about this over the years. Winnipeg struggles at home. It is nice to see the crowd cheering and really legitimately having a chance to cheer on a team that now is into a tie game. Niederreiter then has a wristers kicked aside. The shots are 7-1 for Winnipeg with 6.5 minutes left. They played a really good lockdown third, and I'm just going to say it. My wife called it. We watched this whole game together, and I said, I'm sorry, Blues are up 1 goal going into the third, and she had full confidence in the Jets going into the third period. So, Scheifele Iafallo's picked off, teams trade rushes, and at 18:24, it's a cross-ice pass and buried. Connor from Scheifele and Morrissey. The goalie pull then happens soon after with 1:15 left, and at 19:08, Lowry hits the empty net. Appleton with the assist, and again, wife excited and jumped up, and I gave her a hug. I'm like, yep, there you go. You're up 5-3. Binnington stayed on the bench because you're down by 2 and all that. Things get punchy with 18.6 seconds left, and there's more pushy and high sticking and just general dislike at the horn. We might see a fight or two in the next game. It could happen. The Jets are up 1-0 in this one. If you notice, like the eggs, it's Easter weekend, so look for Easter stuff on the board. I made new magnets just for all you fine people on the internet. Take that, fancy graphics. Shots on net, 9-7 St. Louis in the first, 10-6 Winnipeg in the second, 9-2 Winnipeg in the third. Final shots, 26-17 Winnipeg. It is weird not talking about a team's record, but that no longer matters. The power play's 2 for 4 for St. Louis. The Jets need to both get the power play better and not go to the box as often. Winnipeg 1 for 4 on the power play. The hits 53-33 in favor of the Blues, and that's when you know it's playoff hockey. It does not resemble regular season hockey at all. Binnington saves 21 out of 25. Hellebuck saves 14 out of 17. Despite their poor save percentages, I thought both goalies played pretty well. I thought that the goals were more about defensive coverage in front of the goaltenders than about the goaltenders themselves. So there you go. If you are a Jets fan, do you feel more confident right now that they won the first game? If you're a Blues fan, are you confident they'll win the next game? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. And I'm really happy that the playoffs are back. It's always weird when I go back to just the one game reviews like this, but I do think it's the best system. And so thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's greatly appreciated. I will talk to you again soon.